Hi, Mel. Something's happened. I've been seeing this guy, and I think you two know each other. You slept with him about 6 weeks ago. Yeah, it's that guy. Call me back. I am one of those people who never means to fall in love. I actively try to avoid falling in love, but I can't help it. I'm not even sure if love is the right word, but it's like a drug, and when someone you like likes you back, that feeling is so addictive. I started drinking again recently. Bad idea. I met him on the 7th of October. I knew he was trouble, but it didn't stop me talking to him. He was stood by the bar just watching everyone. He made himself stand out even if he was trying to blend in.
These people haven't got a clue what they look like, how ridiculous they look. They've come out for a good time. They're not thinking about the consequences of their actions or how rough they'll feel when they wake up in the morning. I watch because it fascinates me. I don't need to be here. There are plenty of other places I could be, but every Friday night I come here and I watch the people like I'm staring at a painting. She stood out. She didn't look like she fitted in with the rest of them. She was alone. She danced like she was trying to escape from something.
Were you looking at me?
Excuse me?
I saw you watching me.
I'm watching everyone.
Why?
You wouldn't understand. Can I buy you a drink?
His accent was the best thing I've ever heard. Sure.
I'd never met anyone from Scotland before. She had interesting stories and she was good at telling them. I realized we were quite similar. We were both at a crossroads.
You come here every Friday.
Every Friday.
Don't people find it creepy that you're just stood watching them?
Most people are too busy to notice.
He told me about his life.
I ran away from home with no plans and no money, but I got by. And on a Friday night, I like to watch people dance and argue and fall in love. It's like the whole world gets compressed onto that tiny little dance floor.
I like that. I wish I could run away.
What's stopping you?
I'm stopping me. I'm not brave enough.
It's not about being brave.
That's the night it started. That's when he asked me.
Do you want to do something crazy?
I could have kissed him right there and then, but I kept my cool. Sure.
I didn't think she'd say yes. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go, but whatever it was, I wanted to do it with her. I'm Jimmy.
Grace. We committed to 24 hours.
Just 24 hours.
And then we decide what happens next.
I picked her up and took her to a cafe I knew near a river. I figured good food was a good place to start.
The food was immense. We both had a fry-up. I was worried he'd think I was a pig for eating so much, but he didn't seem to mind.
I'd never been more attracted to anyone in my life than I was when I saw her devouring that full English breakfast like a champion. I hired a boat from a friend and we took it down the river.
When someone asks you if you want to go on a boat, you imagine a large, white, powered moving thing, or at least a riverboat. He hired us a canoe.
I thought a canoe would be fun. We capsized and the right side of my body was stung by nettles, but eventually we made it to the other side of the river.
It was the swans that made it worse. Swans look so different when you're canoeing past them. They look big, and they're angry, and they'll attack you if you get too close. Swans are evil.
Grace didn't like the swans. Have you ever been to a museum drunk?
No. Can we?
We drank the cheapest alcohol we could find and went to the Science Museum. There was a room that was full of stars and a projection of the northern lights, and when you're drunk, all of the colors blend together. It's magical.
Holy shit.
What do you see?
Colors. All the colors. What's next?
Hang on, let me think. Do you want to get high, climb a castle ruin, and then enter a rap battle?
Oh my god. Yes!
It's a lot easier to get weed in the UK than it is back home. We smoked, and I took her to a castle ruin I discovered. We tried climbing it, but everything had slowed down because of the weed, and we were seeing steps that weren't there. It messed with our perception. The rap battle went well. When your mind is busy, all you have to do is talk fast enough about what you're thinking, and it passes as rapping.
I won the rap battle. I can't even remember what I said, but I won.
The day was nearly over. I hadn't even kissed her yet. Considering we met at the club, it only made sense to end the night there.
We went back to the club. This time, Jimmy didn't watch. We were still high and drunk, so he decided to join me on the dance floor.
I can't dance.
he's not the best dancer.
I wanted to kiss her. I'd never found someone that could match my crazy before.
I wanted him to kiss me. Like I said, never mean to fall in love, but it happens every fucking time.
I made an assumption. Why would she be looking at me if she didn't want me to kiss her? Why would she still be here with me if she didn't want me to kiss her? I kissed her.
It happened.
I didn't want to seem forward or eager, and I didn't want to make her uncomfortable, but I kept kissing her, hoping it might make my intentions clear.
He wanted sex. Why else would he have kept kissing me for so long? I didn't want to make any assumptions, but then he asked...
Do you want to come back to my place?
Once again, I kept my cool. Sure.
I don't think I need to go into detail about what happened next. Let's just say it was spectacular. Do you want breakfast?
Our 24 hours are up.
We can still have breakfast, can't we? Of
Have you got any cornflakes?
course I do.
God, I love this guy. I was worried I'd wake up with no memory this morning.
I'm guessing you didn't?
No. It happened to my friend. She slept with someone and the next morning he was gone and, well, she didn't have any memory.
I've been guilty of doing that myself.
Really?
Not often. There was this one girl a couple of months ago, or maybe less than that, and she was sweet. We got drunk, but we should not have had sex. I had to get up early the next morning and I tried to wake her up, but she wouldn't, so I left.
Oh my god. Is he the guy? Please tell me he isn't the guy. You said 6 weeks ago.
About that.
Oh, well, that's when it happened to my friend. 6 weeks ago.
Oh. Oh.
Do you remember her name? What she looked like?
Tall, blonde, name began with a B, or maybe an M?
Melody.
Sounds familiar. That's your friend, isn't it? Shit.
Yeah. Did you use a condom last night?
Of course.
Well, you didn't use one with her.
She told you that?
You might want to sit down. I told him as much as I could. I should have known he'd come with complications.
I guess it's a small world after all. A small and complicated world.
Hey, Mel, it's me. You'll never guess who I just met.
Utterly Hopeless, Episode 11, Jimmy. The voice of Jimmy was Michael Lake. The voice of Grace was Lorna Panton. The music was composed by Matty Irvine. It was written, directed, and edited by Ella Muscroft, and is a Loud Voices Silent Streets production.